High in the heart of these Rocky Mountains lies one of the most stunning lakes this national park has to offer. Today, I'll be taking you through towering pines, past cascading waterfalls, and breathtaking alpine scenery to one of Colorado's most breathtaking destinations, the Sky Pond Lake. Join me on this breathtaking journey through Colorado's most popular national park. Welcome to the Rocky Mountains National Park, one of the most popular national parks here in Colorado. I am finally checking out a hike off my bucket list. We're going to the Sky Pond. It's one of the most beautiful hikes here in the eastern part of the park. The hike is about 9 miles round trip with about 1,800 feet of elevations. We're gonna be seeing beautiful mountains, tons of waterfalls, and beautiful lakes along the way. You can start to see why this is such a popular hike, why I wanted to do this hike. We're not even a mile into the hike and we've already come across a beautiful waterfall. This is the Alberta Falls. You can see just how powerful the water is carving its way through the gorge and down the stream. And we already have beautiful views of the surrounding mountain. And just up ahead, I'm starting to see snow-capped peaks. I'm getting more and more excited for this hike. Now, if you're coming here between the months of May and October, you do need reservations. There's a time entry reservation permit that goes into effect between the hours of 5 a.m. and 6 p.m. to the Bear Lake corridor, which is exactly where I'm at. You can enter beforehand or you can enter afterwards, but the parking lot do fill up quickly. And if you come with a time entry, you'll have to take a shuttle to all these stops along the Bear Lake corridor. Wow, these views are incredible. They're starting to open up. Look at all the beautiful mountains. And I am heading right into the heart of them. We're gonna go past these trees and take a left to see our first lake. I'm even starting to see some wildflowers and the wind is starting to pick up. If you guys believe it, last night the wind was insane. It was swaying my car when I was sleeping at the trailhead. But today it's fairly warm, but always be sure to dress for every kind of weather here in the mountains because the weather can change unpredictably. This you guys see is a juncture to two of the most famous hikes here in the eastern part of the Rocky Mountains National Park. If you go left, you go towards the Mills and Black Lake, which is a hike I've previously done. And if we turn right, we're gonna go to Loch Lake, first one, and then we're gonna see Glass Lake, and eventually get to our destination, the Sky Pond. I made it to the first lake. This is the Loch Lake. Look at how beautiful this place is. We finally are surrounded by an amphitheater of mountains. So there's actually a little island that you can take right in the middle of the lake because the hike, you could see, continues on the side right there and continues straight over that pass. But I'm gonna soak it all in, take a little bit of a break, and show you guys this beautiful place. We We are now on the trail side, so you guys can see right in the middle is that island that I was just standing on. It has a beautiful view for pictures, just to enjoy. It's a lot quieter because most people just stop along the trail. The trail began looping around the lake. You could see the lake to my left. There's actually fish that I saw, but I did, over the course of the last 2 miles, crossed a lot of snow fields, muds, water crossing. Even late into the summer, always bring proper shoe attire with ankle support and waterproof, and always bring something waterproof to throw on in case the weather changes, because these are the mountains. It could be sunny, clear skies one moment, and then the next moment it could be snowing, it could be hailing, so always be prepared and bring a lot of water. One thing here in the Rocky Mountains National Park is it is high in elevation. All the hikes are around 8,000 to 9,000 feet, so you're gonna need to bring plenty of water, stay hydrated, bring plenty of snacks, and take it slow because it's not a race. We're here all to just enjoy the nature, listen to the sound of the birds. So far the hike has been pretty easy and straightforward. Irregular incline throughout the hike, nothing major, but I think this is the hardest part of the hike. This is the Timberline Falls right behind me. You can see a line of people trying to go up. So late into the summer, there's still patches of snow, so I recommend bringing hiking poles or micro spikes so you're a little bit safer. Once we reach the top of the Timberline Falls, we are gonna arrive at the Lake of the Glass. After a short climb on the Timberline Falls, which is not as hard as some other people on the internet said, you do need waterproof shoes and a little bit of scrambling abilities, but it's totally doable. Everyone that was coming up made it. Now we are here at the Lake of the Glass, and the reason why it's called like that, if it wasn't windy, this lake is so still, it creates a mirror-like reflection of the sky and the mountains. I am speechless. This lake is so beautiful, very clear. It has this emerald-like color, and it is surrounded by these beautiful mountains, these granite monoliths. All the lakes here in the Rocky Mountains National Parks are so unique, but it's the adventure of getting there and the things you see along the way that make it so special. I just had my lunch. I'm gonna start heading back, but you guys remember that juncture that I showed you to the other lakes? I'm actually gonna combine another beautiful lake that is recently formed as recent as 2022. It is called Lake Haiyaha. It has a unique turquoise color that I want to show you guys. Woo! Now that's one way to go down. Safe and efficient. At last, this is Lake Haiyaha. If you can believe, prior to 2022, this lake was an emerald blue color, sort of like the sky pond. During June of 2022, a rock slide came from these mountains and brought over a glacial flower, what it's called. It sits on top of the lake, and when the sun reflects on it, it creates this beautiful turquoise color. Now, most of the people, when you come to the hike, there's a bunch of overlooks over here, but you can go all the way to around the lake and just find your own rock and enjoy this beautiful lake, because it truly is a nature's phenomenon. I'm gonna go around the lake and try to show you this place from different overlooks. This is a view looking directly into Lake Haiyaha and the mountains, but in order to get here, you have to do quite a bit of bouldering, some water crossing, so I don't recommend coming to this exact spot. It's more than plenty to come right as you approach the overlook and just enjoy the look from there. Just find a boulder and enjoy. But I hope you guys enjoy the hikes, the lakes that I've taken you to, the adventures that we had along the way. I had so much fun exploring and showing these lakes with you. My personal favorite was the ice slide that we took from the Timberline Falls. I've never done anything like it in my life, and I hope I get to experience something similar in the future. But if you guys are coming to Rocky Mountains National Park and you have questions, be sure to leave me a comment, and I hope I can accommodate. But I hope you get to see you on my next adventure from the Trail Ridge here in Rocky Mountains National Park.